Alright guys, guess we're on day 3 of this project. Finally got all my parts in, and the rest of them in. So this is just going to be a reassembly of the front end. Pretty much the opposite way it took it apart, except for hopefully it goes together quicker. So anyway, let me get you in here and get you all adjusted real quick. Make sure you can see everything. So, put the new ball joints in. I just took a hammer and banged them out after I took the clip off. And of course I pressed the new ones in. The bottom A-arms were a little harder. I banged them flush, and then I had to take a ball peen and hit the end of it with a ball peen to knock it out. I guess you could have taken a socket or something and hit it, but ball peen, you flip it around. The ball peen's no bigger than that hole, so it'll push it right out. So we did that. So I guess we're just going to go ahead and put this bike back together. I'll start with replacing the bottom A-arm. Of course, I probably don't have anything I need now that I've sat down. We're going to knock these. It's funny because these things were falling out when I was banging it. There goes that one. Replacing the A-arm bushings. These new ones I got are supposed to be higher strength steel inserts, is what they said. So we'll see, I guess. Well, let me grab a hammer so I can bang that out. Let's get it started. So anyway, fix this. See if we can't get these out of here. There's one. Is that long enough? Ah, yeah. Oh, that sucker's stuck in there. And I'm just hitting the top of the screwdriver. Yeah, there she comes. Okay, yeah, I need to get some stuff to clean out those galleys real quick. Let's see. So basically, there's some rust and crap in there. So I'm just going to hit it with a little WD-40 or penetrating fluid. And then just stick a Scotch-Brite in there. And just go around. Get some of that crap out of there. I'm not going to get it spotless because, I mean, as soon as water gets in it, it's going to go right back to it. But you want to give it a good chance. Good chance to hold a seal. them all cleaned out. Wow, don't break my finger off. I'm trying to do it. Mostly want to get that dirt out of there. Alright, that's good enough for that one. So, run my rag through there, pull all the debris out of it. I'm just going to push the crap out. So, I mean, they're not spotless, but, you know, it's better. So, anyway, here's the new all balls bushings. And again, they say these things are hardened or whatever. These steel pins. They're oiled up, that's for sure. So I'm going to put a little squirt of WD on that. Yeah. I don't know if these things aren't wore out, because those slide in there real easy. This bike's been rode pretty hard. Okay. My bushings in. Let's put my pins in. Okay. Well, maybe that's what opens them up then. Yeah. They're coming from the back side. Uh-oh. No. Ah. There we go. There you go. We kind of sandwich them together like that. Well, shoot. What's the deal? Go on through there. There we go. Alright. Do the other one. Figured I'd put this on. Where's my block? Put this on, set my block up, and then we'll shove the axle back in it. There we go. Okay, those are in there. Let's see if we can get these bolts in here. Yeah, that's a much tighter fit than it was. So, bang them in there. This front end ought to feel better. Certainly going to be tighter than it was. Am I putting it right there along? Get me the line. Pretty sure it is. Not quite there yet. Well, know what I need is this guy right here. Can't get a bite on it. I'm always wanting to fight you one way or another, isn't it? And that was not even close. Okay, there's one. Now, I used to be a firm believer in buzzing your bolts to clean them up. I just like to make sure the threads are clean now because it's actually a protective coating on there, and it'll rust up. As a matter of fact, I should have shot a little bit of WD-40 on there. It ain't gonna hurt it. Get this, pull that one out. There we go. It ain't gonna hurt it any. So, but yeah, I found if you buzz your bolts, which everybody likes to get their bolts clean, I did. Oops. I like to get my bolts clean, but it's a protective coating. You buzz them, they rust real fast. So just take that into consideration next time you do it. That's going to be a 13, I'm sure, and a 15 from what I remember. Or was this the side that was 17? No, this is 15. Okay. So anyway, it'd be nice to get this back together. Thinking about my bolts, make sure they're all tight. Pretty sure I got them all tight. Okay. And you really don't want to tighten these up until they're in the proper angle, because they can bind up and you'll put an undue stress on them. So you want to get them somewhere where they belong. Know what I mean? I mean, I understand they're not like rubber bushings, but still. Alright, that should be tight enough. I'll get it gorilla tight like I did last time. If I ever did it last time. Don't have the manual on this, so I don't know what the torque specs are supposed to be. But I figure good and tight's good. Yeah. Not breaking bolt strength, but you know, get it tight. Alright. Here comes the axle. Clean off some of this dirt. Seat it in that new seal. Alright, give me a minute. Some of that's caked on there and I want to get it off. So let me pause it and get back at you. Okay. Went ahead and got it cleaned off, wiped a little grease on the end of it. You don't want to put too much on there because it'll get in your diff fluid, you know, and change the consistency of it. So basically, You just want to shove this thing in there until it pops. And it should pop a couple of times, actually. This is going to be difficult because it's still on the hub. Let's see here. This up out of the way. Come on, baby. Yeah, this is proving to be far more difficult than just putting an axle in by itself. There we go. Give it a good shove in there. Then I put a little grease around the outside of it for put it in my ball joint here real quick. So, you know, keep some of the dirt out. So, take my bolt out here. Don't want to beat on that too hard. You don't tear up your ball joint. I have that same problem we did getting it off. Get a flat head. Shove a flat head in there and in between a little groove and open it up so it'll slide on better. Make sure that went all the way through. Hitting on my rotor. There we go. That should be through. Yeah, I see it at the top. Okay. You want to make sure you get that in there correctly. I want to think you got it seated and pop it off, you know. I need some Loctite. Got a brand new bottle of this stuff. Stuff's expensive, boy. $25 a bottle for blue. Ridiculous. And it don't take much, boy. Thread's cleaned up. Just a little line down it. Send her on home. Okay, well, maybe not. Oh no, it got a good bite on it. Okay. 17, I think. Start putting bolts in, you start feeling your resistance. That's the time to back them out. Okay. Just put a little bite on her. Maybe a little more. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get it too tight. I mean, it's just really a retaining bolt. So, remember this fiasco? That was fun. They go right in there when they're not in the bind, don't they? Yeah, see, all the way down. A little bit easier when you're not binding them up. And I think that 17 is on the workbench. As y'all can see, I'm just tightening up a bolt. But, I mean, at least you'd be watching something instead of nothing, huh? This 17 is a Harbor Freight 17 mil here, boy. That sucker bent sideways. Yes, I was double wrenching it. When I was doing it, it was me. But, I mean, I didn't think I put that much pressure on it. Apparently I did. Okay. Okay, that should be tight enough. They suck because they're so skinny and they just dig into your hands. You know? It's a pain in the butt. It doesn't feel good. Don't I feel good? Alright, so we got that in. Gotta put this hose back on. Let's see. Get you up in here. I don't know if you can see it or not. I can't really see what's going on, but yeah. Hose from the diff, your vent line. Get that back on there. Feel rusted ass hose clamp on there. Give it a little pep. There we go. A little Zeus juice. And I think that was a 8. No, that's too big. 7? No, it's a. I don't know, dude. It's probably the one I got in my hand. It's funny, I'm trying to grab this hose clamp and I can't. I can't do it. There we go. Ah! Droppy the things. It is really hard doing this with the camera right next to you. That. Okay. There we go. Okay. That is on. So now we can take this. I need to tie wrap some stuff up right here real quick. Tie wrap the 4x4 cable. That's out of the way. Alright, so now I guess we'll replace this guy right here. Oh, it's cold to the leg. Yeah, we're gonna have to bang it out. Well, it shouldn't be too hard. Shouldn't be any harder than that last one. Oh no. Alright, there we go. Pull the sleeve out. Bang these guys out. Let's see. We're going to grab it with pliers now. Ah, shoot. Alright, let me dig these out real quick, guys. It's just really hard to sit here on the camera and not on the floor and do this kind of stuff. Just going to take these out real quick and I'll come back. Okay. That was a lot easier said than done. That one was frozen in there. It did not want to come out. So anyway, I took a Scotch-Brite on a drill on a bolt that I cut, you know, made a little flat Scotch-Brite flat. You know, the 3M Scotch-Brite flat thingy. You know what I mean. So I could run it down the hole. You know, you just take an old bolt and with a grinder, you cut a slit in it, and then you put your Scotch-Brite pad in there, put it in the drill, and you run it up and down the hole. Yeah, that gets things pretty clean. So we're getting close. So I guess what I'll do, guys, is we'll go ahead and get this side installed. We'll even change the brakes. And just so you can see how one side's done. Anyway, I gotta bang these out. Wow, that is loud. Okay, we're not going in. Freaking awesome. Okay, so that was a insert the plugs then the bars type of deal, not like the other ones where I kind of did them both at the same time. So anyway, that's over with. Yay, what a relief. Okay, clean up this bar real quick. Crap off of it. Now for the fun part. I think I'm gonna put this shock in here maybe first. Oh, here we go. No, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a ratchet strap and get that completely out of my way. easier to get the stuff out of your way sometimes. Ow, my leg. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and get this one done. And then we'll do the other one without the camera to go much faster. You don't really need to see how both sides are done, do you? Ah, it's going to be tight. I can feel it already. And of course, my banger's up there. I need my banger. Sure, man, I'll do it for free. No problem. See? Now I get to learn something new. And I'll get a comedy hour. Everybody wins. Not quite there yet, boss. You kind of work it side to side and back. Alright, this is gonna be like a new ride. Like a new ride. Okay. Let's see where we are over here. Look at that. There we go. Remember, boys and girls, on this bike, it's 15 on this side, 15 nut, 13 bolt. On the other side, it's 17. Okay, I'm not sure where that. Oh. That's why you don't take parts off. Sitting on the floor and not paying attention. There it is. There you go. Thought I lost a part there for a second. What do we got? What did I say? 13 and 15? Down and up. And this is where sockets come in handy, but you make sockets when you got gear wrenches. Yeah. I guess basically the only thing a gear wrench is good for is to get into a tight place a socket can't get. But this is obviously a socket situation. Okay. Phew, it's getting hot in here, boy. So this is going to be 17. Where's my 15? My 15. Okay, now we'll give it, yeah, not the whole arm, just a quarter of the arm. That's the torque stick on it, in case you were wondering. Okay. And why did I unhook that so soon? Okay, let's see. This here, like that. Put a little juice on it, huh? There we go. Couple of little love taps. Make sure we got the right one. So this is another reason why I don't. Oh, not too far. Need too far. What the hell is that? Oh, that's a 13. Where's my 14? Right here. Lordy. Yeah, that's all she really needs. Okay. So, the shock on. The Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Oh, yeah, it's nice and stiff now, boy. So, bolt through. Like that. Aircraft knot. And then we're going to do 13 and 15. And no, that's not. That's 14. Look at that. That's 14. 14 and 15. Sure, I'm in the right orientation. Oh, there's 13. Why did my 13 fit? I'm going to put it on right. Okay. I'm going to give it a little bump. That's all she needs. Okay. And the front end is coming back together. I'm just greasing up that steering shaft. So that's a fun, interesting thing. Why is that? Why is that hitting that steering box? Well, I guess it's always done it. Wow, that's bizarre. Yeah, but there's definitely a wear pattern right there. Huh. So look at this. Oh, probably because I'm in full droop. I'm sure that's what it is. Yeah, I see. I'm in full droop. That's what it is. Alright, never mind. Okay, so a couple of side notes. I gotta replace that hose clamp because it was loose. And then what else? I guess that's it. Replace that side clamp. Zip tied that up. I'm gonna do the brake pads. I'm gonna tie this crap up. He put LED lights in it with fans on it for some reason or another. So anyway, again, I'm probably tilting you all sideways, getting motion sickness. There's the new U-joint. So yeah, let me pause it for a second, get this brake caliper cut off, and we'll change the pads out on this side. And then I can do the other side. And I'll just cut it off after the brake pad. No, you don't have to watch this anymore. Okay, so a couple of things. Can y'all tell me what I did wrong in this area? When I put this shock on, I forgot something. So I went ahead and replaced the hose clamp there. So that hose clamp's new. Put a cotter pin. Don't forget your cotter pins. Put a cotter pin in there. And so basically, the brakes, all I did was take this big giant pair of channel locks. I greased the outside and tried to clean that cylinder a little bit. And I just took it and I took with the brake pads and all and just pressed it in. So when that happens, these brake pads just fell off. Look at that. Well, look at that lip on there. So anyway, to do that, to put another one on, I had to stick this one up in here. If I can find the other one, I'll show you. Oh, sorry, this guy's blowing up my phone already, so I'm trying to get done here in a hurry. Just so I can open my garage and before people start banging on it. Well, if I can figure out what I did with that other brake pad, guys, I'll show you how to put it on. Jiminy Christmas, I just had it in my hand. It's right here on the tire, right next to me. So basically, what you do is you just put it up over that ear, push it up, and it just snaps right on. So basically, that's it. That's how you do a brake job. Super simple on this thing. So anyway, I'm going to take these bolts out, put it back together, and I will try to get, oh, one other side note. So now that all this is done, and this is all tight up in here, he does have bad wheel bearings. So when they can get this nut off, because I ain't messing with it, then I'll press out his wheel bearings. Of course, all this will have to come back apart, but no big deal. So anyway, that's going to end it for this video, guys. There's really just not that much left to do. Put on the other side. If it comes to the wheel bearings, I'll record that. Also, there's a leak at the water pump, but I think it's just the hose, so I'm going to take that off. Cut some of that hose off so it gets a new seat and put it on there. So anyway, guys, I'd appreciate it if you like, subscribe, and comment, especially more than anything. Just so I know what you guys think. Anyway, it's Friday. You guys have a good weekend. I'm gonna finish working on this, pop open my garage, let some fresh air in here, and have a couple of cold ones. Y'all be safe out there.